Of the 10 largest cities in the country, we have the highest rate of obesity, the highest rate of heart disease, premature death, diabetes, a whole host of health problems that have their roots in lifestyle, and particularly around access to healthy food. We are looking for a broad-scale systems change to really make an impact and try to change the trajectory of obesity and diabetes in the city. How are we going to start changing the culture of how people think about food in Philadelphia?
Our inspiration for doing this work began when we were running programs for youth in our own community to help expose them to better food opportunities. Part of our strategy was to try to figure out how we could work at the greatest scale possible to really approach these community food access challenges from systems levels. We realized that the best place to reach people who needed food the most was through the institutions that serve them in our communities, the schools, the hospitals, the elder care facilities. We call them anchor institutions. A great example of an institution that is working to improve health through regional procurement is Common Market's North Philadelphia neighbor, Temple University Hospital.
An average day for us here at Temple involves touching over 1,000 lives. Through that contact, we can influence decision-making around healthier eating, healthier choices, and overall well-being. Our chef was really instrumental in working very closely with Common Market on seasonal items that we could bring in and slowly integrate and change the face of the cafeteria here.
When it comes to food, we are a huge consumer. Universities are considered anchored or anchor institutions because they are one of the few institutions in cities that can't move. We are here. And part of the task for universities is to understand what they buy and where they buy it from. The point about local purchase from our perspective is you build a local business, they're more inclined to hire locally and to create that economic support throughout the neighborhoods. Being able to connect to a distributor, a sort of organizer like Common Market that allows us to reach a local food producing community in a major way is for us a dream come true. And it's exactly, I think, what the anchor strategy really requires. That's really the piece that's been missing, is making the match.
We saw a huge opportunity to play a role connecting the needs of small family farms with urban, food insecure communities, really trying to bridge the needs, the best interests, the economic well-being, and the health of these communities through fair trade.
I'm the third generation of weavers here in Berks County. We have 107 acres to this property and also 35 acres across the road. You know, I really appreciate working with Common Market because they want a quality product at an affordable price, but they're also concerned that we're getting a fair price for our product. It's kind of opened up a whole array of opportunity to get our product into small restaurants and schools, hospitals.
Bon Appetit has a commitment to its clients and to its customers that of all of the items that we purchase throughout the year, that 20% of those items purchased come from a local source, meaning local farmer, meaning local maker, producer, grower. Before we had gotten involved with Common Market, we were absolutely out in the fields ourselves trying to find these local makers and these farmers. So we would drive out to Lancaster, drive out to Allentown, drive out to Jersey and try to bring these farmers into the fold. It was a lot of work for us, especially when you're talking about this building alone serves 600 people a day. Common Market fills that void for us.
It was a challenge in the beginning to get local ingredients into an institution like this. As contracted food service provider, which Sodexo is, we can't necessarily go down to local farms and purchase directly from the farmer. That has to do a lot with food safety. We need to purchase through approved vendors. Now that we have Common Market signed on, it is much easier.
The deep relationships that we have with our growers allows us to monitor the way they grow and handle food and then convey that information back to our customers, maintaining absolute transparency, literally from the farm to the cafeteria. Whether it be GAP certifications, HACCP plans, third-party audits, full product traceability, Common Market can do all that is required by the Anchor Institution to meet their stringent food safety and handling requirements.
The possibilities of Common Market working with a company like Sodexo are limitless. There's a total of 52 accounts in the Lehigh Valley alone. So that's a lot of mouths that we feed. And Sodexo is a global company, so the reach is endless.
By engaging Anchor Institutions, we can operate at a degree of scale that's going to allow us to have the greatest impact on regional food systems, so that when we're buying food from sustainable family farms, we're doing so at a great volume.
Common Market is that bridge between our institutions and the farmers. Our dollars are helping them grow their business, to make sure that they can get that plow, to make sure that they can get the equipment and the things that they need to be able to keep providing for us. We love their products, so it's paramount for us to make sure that these people make sure to keep bringing in the stuff.
Being in a family business and being the third generation, it's always been my hope that the next generation would be interested in continuing the business on. Having Common Market as a customer, knowing that they are going to be interested in the product that we have and are going to be willing to pay us a fair price, you know, it helps us as we're going through those seasons, through those challenges throughout the year, to keep pressing on.